I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I'm picking the USC Trojans to reach the college football playoff for the first time ever. They are closer to title contention than you may think. And reason number one is the program upgrades they've made. When you finally decide you want to play in the elite development category, and your donors and your GM and your staff and AD are in alignment, that matters a lot. And you're going to see immediate impacts of that this year. And then 2026 and beyond, you'll see the massive impacts of that. Tremaine Carroll is far better than Benny Wiley. We already know that D'Anton Lynn is superior to Alex Grinch. And of course, I think that Chad Bowden coming in and being the general manager is going to help Lincoln Riley a lot. Number two is D'Anton Lynn himself. He's a top 5 defensive coordinator in his second year. Look what he did at UCLA. Look at how quickly he turned around USC's defense last year. It went from being a unit well outside the top 100 to being inside the top 50. I imagine this year it's definitely inside the top 20, if not top 25, and it could be inside the top 15. They have good enough players like DJ Harvey, Kamari Ramsey, Eric Gentry. Before we resume this segment, please take a few seconds of your time to make sure you have liked the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and for any team podcasts and playlists linked in the description, and also comment your thoughts down below in the comment section and join my Discord server via the description. All of those things I just asked you to do are completely free, and they sign you up for things related to my channel, or they don't sign you up for anything. No cost to you, and all the benefit to you because we release daily college football content here on College Football with Sam. If you want to support the channel monetarily, sign up for a YouTube membership, or check any other links in the description for my merchandise store and Patreon page. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the segment. Keyshawn Silver, Anthony Lucas, Cameron Fountain, Devin Tompkins, to where I think they can field a really good defense under Lynn's command. Number 3 are the elite wide receivers. So they are second in the Big Ten to Ohio State. I believe that nationally, Jacoby Lane and Mekhi Lemon, if you were to take a wide receiver duo, that's probably the third best behind Ohio State and behind Clemson, but ahead of everyone else. And it could be ahead of Clemson. It just can't be ahead of Ohio State because of Jeremiah Smith. But those receivers in Riley's system last year were phenomenal. The reason a ton entered the portal is because they were never going to all get playing time, and because Jacoby Lane and Mekhi Lemon were viewed as the best. So USC kept the best, shed some guys you'd want ideally for depth, but I think long-term, ultimately, the wide receiver group will be just fine and will torch most defensive back units they face. Number 4 is they have a great Big Ten staff. You have a savant at offensive coordinator in Riley and another savant in Lynn. That's just deadly. And Riley, I'm calling the OC as the de facto OC because he calls the plays. But that duo right there, scary stuff. Number 5 is Eric Gentry. I think he'll be an All-American this year after redshirting last year. With this system, with Rob Ryan as his coach, then Matt Entz last year, he's being coached in a way that he wasn't before with Alex Grinch. I love where he's at right now, and I think he's going to have a successful and awesome 2025. Looking at another column of reasons here, quarterback play will improve. Maiava should be a top 20 level quarterback in year 2. Strongly believe that. He posted a QBR in the 70s last year. If he cuts down on the turnovers, you're talking about a top 15, maybe even top 10 quarterback. He fits the mold of a traditional Lincoln Riley quarterback much better than Miller Moss ever did. Reason number 7 is their defensive line depth. So they finally have Big Ten size and starters on the defensive line. So you have Keyshawn Silver, you have Devin Tompkins, you got Jamal Jarrett in that depth chart as well. You also have Jaheim Stewart, who I love, D-end at a high school, but a bigger D-end, bulking up, moving to defensive tackle. I imagine he'll play a little bit. You got Jide Abasari and Kobe Pepe there too. It's a better D-tackle room than what they had last year. It just is. Per size, per experience, it's probably not as good, but I think that the talent and size here with this staff will pay much larger dividends than just experienced G5 or smaller players. Number 8 is their deep running back room. They have 3 legit running backs, Waymond Jordan, Eli Sanders, and they also have Brian Jackson. that is their running back room. They're going to miss Woody Marks, and they're going to miss Quentin Joyner for sure. If they returned Joyner, that would have been huge. But I think Joyner wanted exclusive running back one playing time. He sadly got hurt. I pray that he recovers. As for USC's running back room, it might be the deepest in the Big Ten in terms of they have 3 legit running backs who are Big Ten caliber. Number 9, the secondary is explosive. It's not the deepest, but Kamari Ramsey and DJ Harvey are players that I really love. And then on top of that, you have Bishop Fitzgerald coming in. And with this staff, I'm going to keep circling back to this staff. Someone's going to emerge that we have not seen before at USC. And the reason that is because we're not used to a USC staff that is elite at development and elite at scheming. We have not had that ever with Lincoln Riley at USC. We had an offense at times, but the strength and conditioning was still subpar, and the defensive coaching was awful. So you're going to see someone emerge on defense in a big way that I'm not even bringing up, that I don't know if they'll emerge or not. And then reason number 10 is their special teams. I hit the rail of that mic, but whatever. I mean, that was USC special teams for the previous few years under Riley. They dominate the efficiency metrics, but when you needed them to stop the bleeding, Notre Dame in 2023 or last year against Penn State, when you just had to make the kick, they did this. Dink. Dead. And consequentially, cost USC games, and USC's now in the position that it's in. Caden Chittenden, I think, is a portal steal. Awesome kicker. Hit several over 50. Kicked a ton of field goals last year. He's going to be reliable, and I think he will be an upgrade over what USC previously had at special teams. This team, again, is closer to title contention than you may think. They just are. And I believe strongly that with improved defensive line depth, with a running back room that's deep, upgraded quarterback, reloading at wide receiver, and Lynn and his staff being in year 2, I think that, don't know why I did that there. I think that USC is going to field a competent defense, and the offense will likely improve from last year, which means collectively USC probably goes from 6-6 to something like 9-3, 10-2, 11-1 is what I'm thinking. I don't think they're going to go 8-4. I think they're going to be better than 8-4 with all the changes they've made, and also regressing to the mean in close games. Let's check out this USC schedule here. USC is plus 410 to reach the playoffs, plus 1,700 to win the Big Ten. They have a cakewalk early. So Missouri State, Georgia Southern, at Purdue, Michigan State, and at Illinois, they should be 5-0 in that stretch. 4-1 at the absolute worst. And then off the Week 6 bye, and before the Week 9 bye, they play Michigan at home and Notre Dame on the road. They should win one of those games. They'll split them, or maybe they'll go undefeated there. So you're talking about off the Week 9 bye, when you're traveling at Nebraska and those travel miles finally pile up, you're now discussing, I would say, you're either 7-0, 5-2 at the worst, or 6-1, somewhere in between that. They can beat Nebraska. They should beat Northwestern and Iowa at home week 11 and 12. At Oregon at week 13 is an absolute chore. I think that is the most likely loss on the schedule. And UCLA is going to be a tough rivalry game, but USC should win that. You're looking at, I think, again, 9-3, 10-2, 11-1. They could go 8-4, or even worse than that. That'd be really disappointing. But I think 8-4, 9-3 is very likely, and I think 10-2 is actually likely too. 11-1 could be pushing it, but most would say that 11-1 isn't even possible with this roster and schedule. I disagree with that. I think that there's no one on this schedule that's invincible or that has a proven extremely high floor, that being Penn State and Ohio State in this conference. Oregon's floor is a little bit lower than both. Their ceiling is probably lower than both. So getting them as your toughest game is more fortunate than Penn State on the road or Ohio State, which would also be longer travels and just wear on your team overall. Those are my 10 reasons why I think USC reaches the playoff this year. And whether or not they make a run, I think it's just a success that they simply get there. Thank you for watching College Football with Sam. Make sure that you've liked the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and team playlists and podcasts in the description. joined the free Discord server where we talk college football 24/7, and have commented your thoughts down below. Check out the description for any ways you can support the channel monetarily. Everything else I've asked you to do is completely free, and your support means the world to me. We're trying to become the next big thing on college football YouTube. 6-figure subscribers, maybe 1 million one day. I think we can do that. And also check out any videos or playlists, anything in these columns right here, where there will be videos and playlists. Yeah, you get the point. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.